Welcome, my friends, to a very quick tutorial on the Go Keys 5. How do you get your WAV files from your computer to your USB stick and into your Go Keys 5 so you can play it via the song functionality? I'm going to show you all that today. Let's get started with a WAV file in a non 44.1 kilohertz 16-bit format. Let's go over to the computer screen here. And over here, you can see I've got a file full of loops. I've got drums, I've got hi-hats, and so on. But what I'm going to do right now is attempt to play the very first sound. Let's do that. And let's go for drums full. Let's check it out. Playing right there. Hear that? That's a really nice loop. The best way to inspect it is to look at the bit rate, right click, and properties. Taking a look at the properties here, if I go to details, I can see this is not the right bit rate, and I need to do something about it if I'm going to use this in Go Keys. So what I'm going to do now is bring up Nero, which is one of the programs I use. Going to bring up Nero Wave Editor, and I'm going to drag this in here to Nero Wave Editor. And then I'm going to go to Convert Sample Format. 44 100. I'm going to say OK. And then I am going to take this. You can see over here. I'm going to take my USB stick and I'm going to put this into my computer. And I am going to save what I have in Nero. I'm going to save what I have in Nero over here. But I want you to understand the process. The process entails a format that needs to happen first. Okay. To format this appropriately, before putting your USB stick into your computer, the first thing you want to do is format. And the way to format is to go to Menu and go down, is it down to Utility? And under Utility, go to Format right there. Okay. We are going to format this USB stick so that we can use it properly on this machine. So at the back of your Go Keys, you have one socket for USBs from Roland, which is really for your Cloud Connect. And then you have another one, which is for non-Roland USBs like this. I'm going to hit enter and it says format USB memory. Are you sure? I'm going to hit OK. So you can use these buttons to move between cancel and OK, and then hit enter. It's executing. Okay, completed. Now it's done. I can take this out. Okay, I can take this out. It's all formatted now, and I'm going to put this into my computer. My computer's USB socket. Okay, let's move back to the computer screen. Okay, so now that I've put it back into my computer, I can see USB drive D now has a folder called Roland in it. And if I open up Roland, I can see it's broken into backup, chord pattern, song, sound, style. Well, for our WAV files, we're going to put them inside the song folder. So what I'm going to do is save this to the song folder. So I'll go to File, and I'm going to save it in that folder. So I'm going to locate that folder where it is, and you just do the same. Just imagine you're doing the same on your machine. Roland and song. And I'm just going to call this, first of all, I want to save it as a wave. And I'm just going to call this drums. Going to save it. Okay. Now that it's saved, I should be able to find it inside my Roland folder if I did it the right way. Okay, so there it is. It's called drums. I'm going to right click on it and inspect it just to be doubly sure because I don't want any surprises. I want to make sure that it's truly 16-bit. So what I'm going to do now, go into options, make sure that it truly is what I want, say okay, and then I'm going to save it as drums 2 just to be doubly sure. Okay, looks like it's done. I'm going to take my USB out of the drive, and then I'm going to go back into Go Keys, and I'm going to put this inside the keyboard. All right, so now I have my USB in there. This is what you need to do. You need to exit out of all this and just go to song. When you go over to song, you're going to have the MIDI songs that are internal to the keyboard. But if you press this front arrow, you can then see both of the files came over. And this is 50 seconds. They're both 50 seconds. And all I need to do to play it is just hit play. And I can see the progress. So let me reiterate, the best thing for you to do is to chop your loop so that when it gets to the end, there's no dead space, no dead time, and it will repeat. But if you have dead space at the end, then you're going to experience something like this. You can hear the loop playing, and then it gets to measure 44, and instead of it being cut at second 44, there's a lot of dead time before it repeats. You see? So if you want to use a clean loop, you want to get a clean loop, you got to cut it so that it ends exactly at that 44 and it starts again. Okay? Well, there you have it, my friends. The moment you pull it out, you can see the information is no longer available. It's all saved here. You want to make sure you format your USB drive. Take a look at the manual. It'll give you a breakdown of which drives will work with it. Not every drive does, although most do. From my experience, I haven't come across a USB drive that doesn't work. But do your research and you'll be glad you did. I hope this helps you. You take care and bye for now.